that pisses me off. You don't know what it's like. I don't want to be mean. We need to lock in. Everybody's sus. It kind of helps with the ambiance. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon from wherever you are at. I am Bella. Welcome back to my channel. I am doing a 24-hour readathon. I'm so excited. I have not done a 24-hour readathon in about a year, a whole year. That's kind of insane and sad. Oh my gosh. I am currently so incredibly behind on my reading goal. Let's take a look, see at how we're doing because I don't even look anymore. I don't even look. My reading goal is 72 books. Okay, that's 12 more than I read last year. I've only read 27. I don't know what's been happening to me, guys, okay? I feel like I've been like in weird reading slumps. I don't know what's been going on. I literally have no excuse. I have no excuse, guys. It's been a less intense reading year for me. It's time to do a little bit of catch up. I don't know how much catch up I'll do, but literally anything at this point would be great. It is currently at 9:40 a.m. You would think I would have woken up earlier for this. I tried to. I set my alarm for 8. And yet here we are. My rules are as follows. I do split it into 2 days, 12 hours one day, 12 hours the other day, similar to Emmy. And usually for my books, I like to pick something hopefully a little fast paced and less than like 500 pages and to find some books that I like. I had one Infinity Star read this summer and it was amazing. One Golden Summer. She's right here. I don't know if you can see her, but she's up here. I love One Golden Summer. I love Carly Fortune. So yeah, I wouldn't mind finding maybe a book or two that I really like. That would be awesome. And now we're at the point where I don't know what to read. I don't know. Before we begin, I got this new coffee I found. It's Lacombe. Sus. Coffee Workshop Draft Latte. Cold brew with milk. Oh, there's 7 grams of protein. What the heck? I just wanted to try it with you on camera, so that's what we're doing. I don't know if I said this, but I got the vanilla one. It kind of smells good. It's not bad. I don't know if I get it again. Like I wouldn't be like, oh my gosh, I need my Lacombe coffee. I don't mind it. Yay. Okay, now let's pick some books. A ton of options to choose from because my physical TBR is out of control. This is my stack, first of all. Guys, I don't know what to read. I'm scared. Okay, I have made my decision and we are gonna start with the teacher, Frida McFadden. I know that she's a fast-paced writer and I should hopefully be able to cruise through this. I don't know. Is you okay? Alrighty, it is time to begin. Wish me luck. 12 hours on the clock, starting now. Eee! Are you excited, bud? Crazy line to start with. Okay. Okay, little update. I'm like 72 pages in. Everybody's sus. I don't know who to trust. And it says on the back, lesson number 1, trust no one. I'm listening to that because I don't trust anybody. Anyway, so that's where I'm at here. My dad made breakfast and he made pigs in a blanket. I've literally never had that before, so I thought we could taste test it right now. Cheers. That's good. 10 out of 10. I'm just gonna eat this and read. So it's also time to crack open a Red Bull. I like the yellow ones. Can't trust anybody. This is sus. Oh no. Oh my gosh. What the f is going on? Major pause. I need to like stop for a second. I knew he was weird. I'm like so uncomfortable. Like this is like weird. I don't know what's going on. Well, let's talk about it for a second since I'm already kind of taking a break. We're halfway through. We're a little over 2 hours into readathon. Speed-wise, I feel like I'm kind of killing it. Yes, and Frida McFadden's very, very fast-paced. I knew this would be a good way to start this readathon was with a Frida McFadden. I honestly should just read all Frida McFaddens. This is weird. It's definitely keeping me intrigued, and I'm like, I gotta know what's going on. Everybody's sus, like this is weird. But this, what just happened, I think chapters 37 and 38, like, I want to say I saw it coming, but I was hoping that it wouldn't. Ugh, gosh, like, I am like, ew. I'm just gonna keep going, so. I am appalled that I'm even reading this right now. I don't know what's going on, but I'm not liking it. Ugh, gosh, I am like, sorry. So this is definitely a spoiler, so skip to this time if you don't want to hear the spoiler. I'm giving you 3, 2, 1. Okay, if I found out that my husband was cheating on me with a 16-year-old girl, I would turn him into the police immediately. That doesn't even seem like a question. I don't know what she's gonna do. Like, your freaking marriage is already trash. So, no harm, no foul. I know exactly what's going on. Okay, 75% through. I have a little bit left. So far my theory's holding up. It kind of feels like it. But we know Frida, and a lot can happen in this amount of time, so. And I knew it was a POS. A piece of shit. Addie's bully just showed up at her house. I'm intrigued. They're gonna nail this. Yes. He's disgusting. Ew. Part 3. It's so short. I'm scared. Slay Jay. Jay is the GOAT. A friend of mine said that the epilogue, wait, let me find her exact words. She said the epilogue of this one had my jaw on the floor. I'm nervous. Epilogue. Oh my gosh. That was a crazy ending. I think I just started my period. I did in fact start my period. Yay. We are a little less than 4 hours into the readathon and I finished our first book, The Teacher. I think I'm gonna take a break and watch The Summer I Turned Pretty and then I'll talk about this after because I need to like marinate. I am back and I'm in a t-shirt. Because it started getting hot in here. You can see literally how bright it is. The sun is just absolutely shining in here. I took a little break, kind of a long break, but I think I decided what book I want to read. I'm a little nervous because it takes place during the 1980s and usually it's hard for me to branch out and do the books that take place in different eras. I know, I don't know if that makes me into like a terrible reader, but like sometimes it can be hard for me, but Miss Taylor Jenkins Reid, she's a great writer. I've only read The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. I posted on my story my little stack of books that I showed you guys and a lot of people were like, Atmosphere is so good. I think this is what I'm gonna start. We have 8 hours left for today and I am starting Atmosphere. And is this a safe place to say that I struggle with reading hardcovers? I'm sorry, I just do. It's hard to get cozy with them. Oh no. Oh no. Then the time jump back. Okay, this is starting. Oh my god, my bun. Okay, I'm almost halfway. Also, sorry if you can hear my fan. It got hot. I'm about halfway. I'm a little nervous because I'm already starting to get a lump in my throat. Yeah, I'm nervous. I have some thoughts. First thought is that I love all of the characters. Again, makes me nervous. You know, at first it seems a little overwhelming with how many characters Taylor Jenkins Reid kind of drops on you in that very first chapter. But as the story goes and as you actually meet the characters, it becomes a lot more simple to understand, and I am definitely falling in love with all of them, which is not good. Another thing that I was surprised about is that I am not minding all of the space talk. It's actually really refreshing to read about something that I am so unfamiliar with, but I do find very intriguing. And so I do really like hearing about all of it. So that has been quite fun. Joan and Vanessa. I like the added element of it being in the 80s because they're not allowed to talk about or be gay at this point in time at NASA. And again, didn't realize that about NASA. I'm guessing it's different now. I hope. I don't know. But they are so precious, but it's also really just sad to read about because they don't get to experience their connection openly. And it's really sad. It's really sad to read about, but I really love their connection and I'm loving reading about it. So I'm excited, you know, to see where it all goes. Two other thoughts that I had. First one is that Barbara is so annoying. I have a lot of empathy for her because it's easy for me to understand characters as well as people in real life and understand why they have the flaws they have and to give them grace for that. But it's hard when you are the one being affected by these flaws. Hence Joan. It's hard watching Joan being affected by all of these flaws that Barbara has, and Barbara being so incredibly unaware of how that affects Joan. For example, like, can we talk about the fact that Joan is practically raising Francis? I know Barbara does most of the work, I get it, like she's her mom, but Joan is putting in a lot of work and helping out Barbara a lot. And there was a scene where Joan was like, Barbara, you should not be letting Francis do this, whatever, because it was really irresponsible to do what Barbara did. And Barbara was like, you don't know what it's like to be a single mom without any help. Without any help? I'm sorry. Joan has been helping you with Francis since before she was even born. When she said that, it really took me aback. I was just like, really, queen? And so I have grace with people to an extent, but when they can't see how their flaws are affecting the people around them and they don't actively try to be better about it, it's hard for me. It really is. And especially because, this was my second thing I want to talk about, I see so much of myself in Joan. So much. And if you've read the book, you'd understand. I don't really know how to explain it. There are a lot of things that I know about myself that I see in Joan. It's always fun to read when you are connected to one of the characters in ways that like maybe people wouldn't understand, or like just like little things, like her having tons of hobbies and things that she loves to do. That's so me. Very little things, but also big things. Especially just with Joan specifically, like I am her. Yes, those are all my thoughts as of right now. I'm on page 155, a little less than 5.5 hours left for the first half of the readathon. I'm just gonna keep on reading. I'm sorry that this lighting is so bad, lol. I'm trying my best here. I took a longer break than anticipated. This always happens. I had to watch Big Brother. So Big Brother was on tonight, had to watch because I didn't want any spoilers. Took a shower and my dad made dinner. Shrimp and potatoes. And then I have Baja Blast Zero with a little bit of certain substance in there as well, if you get what I'm putting down. A little something to chill out, if you will. And I'm just gonna eat dinner and start reading. That was a risky move, but I did what had to be done. Oh no, my sister just finished We Were Liars series. She goes, I'm sick. Ugh, I know that feeling all too well. All too well. I'm on page 276. I am 78% of the way through, so I have less than a quarter left. Joan is about to take off into space for the very first time. I'm so excited, but it sucks because I know I'm about to be really excited about this for her, and it's about to get really sad. I missed a bug. Oh my gosh. Hello. How is my boy? I've moved locations. It literally just hit 12 a.m. I was like, oh, I should probably get into bed. So here I am now in bed. I was a little nervous to move my bedroom because I was like, oh, what if I get sleepy? I fear I'm not very sleepy. Here we have it. Again, like I said, I have about 60 pages left. Shit's about to go down. I'm so scared. So I'm just gonna dive right in. I am gonna turn my fan on because it is so hot. I will try my best to talk over it, but it will be there, so I do apologize. I tried to be nice and put it on like the lowest setting possible, and yet it's still loud. Yay. I'm so excited for her to go up into space. Not the yawn after I just said I wasn't tired. Oh, this book is beautiful. Oh, it got me. It got me, guys. I love it. No matter what happens in these last like 50 pages, I think this is a 5-star. Like, this has just been a beautiful story all on its own. So do I need to finish it? This is like happy right now. Barbara is, I can't believe, oh, that pisses me off. I know Bug is up. I'm like so mad right now. Oh my gosh. Oh, that was so precious. Barbara's still pissing me off though. Oh god. Guys, what the f? Oh my god. Bubby, I need you. Come here. I need you. Beautiful. It was beautiful. It really was. Oh gosh. I'm sorry. This is beautiful and I'm gonna have to get back to you guys tomorrow. Like, I think I'm done for the night. Quick update before I go. It's 12:48 a.m. I have 2.5 hours left of my 12 hours. So I'll have to make that up tomorrow. That's fine. I'll catch up tomorrow. Great first day. Finished 2 books. And that's all I have in me. So, I'll see you tomorrow. Oh, hey, good morning. Last night was a lot, I'm well aware, okay? Don't judge, okay? That was my raw reaction, it was a lot, and I apologize that you even had to see it. It is literally 11:30 a.m. I'm on my way to go get a coffee, then I'm gonna come home, make breakfast, and then start freaking reading. I'm gonna talk about the books I read at the end of the video, because I still really need to marinate on Atmosphere, I think. I did end up rating it infinity stars, and I rated The Teacher 4 stars. So those are my ratings as of now, but I will definitely talk about them in depth at the end of the video. I'm on my way to get a coffee, and then we will go from there. Hello. Good, how are you? Can I just do a 16-ounce iced salted caramel latte, please? You can keep the change, of course. Yeah. Oh, Mr. B. There's a bee in my car. Alrighty, I am back home. I made a bagel. It's a jalapeno cheddar bagel, so I'm excited. I have my coffee. It was a little disappointing today, I won't lie, but I will still drink it. It's like really milky though. You can like see. Okay, I really don't know what to read, guys. I'm thinking maybe Before the Coffee Gets Cold. Like, I don't know why I'm leaning towards this, but I am. I think I'm gonna go with Before the Coffee Gets Cold. I'm just so intrigued by this, and I always have been. So we're going with this guy. Trying to change up the angles a bit since I, you know, just sit in the same spot all day when I read. I would go outside to read, but it's like 85 degrees out. No thanks, I'll be here. I've been reading for about little less than 2 hours and I'm over the halfway point of Before the Coffee Gets Cold. So I thought I'd give you a little update. I don't really have any thoughts. Like, I want to give you an update, but like I don't really know what to say because I think the writing is interesting and it's because it's translated from, I'm guessing, Japanese. The writing is obviously just gonna be a little like choppy and a little different because it's translated, which I honestly don't mind. It's very like fable-like, if that makes sense. It feels like I'm reading short fables that are all like connected. I don't know, we'll see what I think. I'm gonna keep going, obviously, I'm gonna finish it, and we are going to see what happens. Let us keep going. I'm on part 3, The Sisters. Oh my gosh. Ignore the fact that my bun is literally insane at all times. It's because I'm constantly laying down while I'm reading. I took a break and ate lunch, and I also finished this guy. I don't have, actually I do have stuff to say, but it's just like, I don't want to be mean. I didn't care for it too much, okay? I did rate this like I started at like a 2.5. Now on further thought while I ate my lunch, I think I'm at like a 1.5. I did read it fast. I read it in like 3 hours. But I did kind of read slow with this one because I was just like, this is dragging. I don't want to read this anymore. So that is my update for this. I'll talk about it more later, obviously. I put up a poll on my Instagram to choose my next read. It was either All In or Magical Innkeeping. Those were my vibes. Magical Innkeeping is at 83% and then All In is at 17%. So we're gonna go with this guy, which I'm really excited about because I read A Very Secret Society of Regular Witches last year during a readathon and I loved it so much. So I'm hoping it's the same for this. And then I think after this I will read All In, but it is kind of big, 376. Oh, it's literally not that long. I'm just like dumb. Great heavens, this kind of looks like Draco Malfoy. Does he not? Let's freaking do this. Let's start this guy. I'm literally only a couple chapters in, but I think I'm gonna start it on audio so that I can work on my Legos because my boyfriend Clayton got me the like Coraline house set that I've been seeing on TikTok, and so I've already kind of started it. I have it on this little tray. I've already started it, but I really have been like itching to work on it the last couple days, but I've been doing this readathon, so I think I'm gonna listen to this audio and build some Legos. So that's the plan. Hey, long time no see. It is the next day, so it is Friday, meaning it is the 3rd day of this readathon, and I was a struggle bus yesterday, so the vlog did end early. I ended the readathon early yesterday because I was having a rough time, okay? In here. But all is well, all is fine. So as you saw yesterday, I was building my little house, my little Coraline house, and listening to the audiobook of A Witch's Guide to Magical Innkeeping. And I got about 30% in, about this far. I got to chapter 10. I didn't get very far because, you know, audiobook doesn't go as fast as like, you know, you can. So I really like it a lot so far. I mean, I love Songu Mandana. I love her writing and I love her stuff. And I always just love all of the characters. They're always so charming and endearing. And so I'm really, really liking it so far. That is where I'm at with this guy, really liking it. And then I had an urge to start a nonfiction as well. I've been really wanting to branch out and read a nonfiction because I haven't read one at all yet this year and I like to try to read a few. I thought I would get into the Let the them theory. There's been so much talk about this, so I feel like I just need to get into it and just try it out. So I think when I need a break from this one, I'm gonna head over to the let them theory, which I actually think I'm just gonna get into now and start it. And I think I'm gonna go sit in the living room for a bit with my dad because he's starting We Were Liars, that freaking show. I know we just talked about it the other day because of my sister, and I've been trying to get my dad to watch it, and now he's on episode 2. So I feel like I just need to get out there with him and like be in the room with him. And I think this one's gonna be a better one to read while I'm, you know, multitasking. We have 8 hours and 45 minutes left of this readathon. So I'm gonna be reading for a while, but I think at this point, I am just gonna start the timer and let it end when it ends. I don't think I'm gonna stop it for anything and just see what I get done in these 8 hours and 45 minutes. So I'm gonna grab my highlighters, grab a pen, head out in the living room, and then we will get started. Okay, y'all, it has come to my attention that I have doubters on my Instagram. So I need to set the record straight. This is so dramatic, I'm not actually mad. I put up a poll because I am 30% of the way through the Let Them Theory and 30% of the way through A Witch's Guide to Magical Innkeeping. And I said, do we think I'll finish them both in less than 6 hours? Expecting support. But everyone's saying, eek, I don't know, cutting it close. Sorry. Yeah, so I've got doubters, and so I have to major lock in because I have 5 hours and 51 minutes and 22 seconds left of this readathon. These must be finished. I must prove the haters wrong. So I'm now surviving on major energy drinks and snacks to stay alive. So I have my snack as of now is popcorn. Love popcorn. I have my water. Also have my zero sugar Mountain Dew Baja Blast, obviously. So we need to lock in because I have haters and it is time to prove them wrong. Literally nothing sounds better than that. I'm going to arrive at the pearly gates one day and I'm going to hear the sound of a Baja Blast being poured into crisp ice. Lovely. My little update is that I'm really liking this so far. I think I actually needed it. I feel like I struggle with reading nonfiction books because usually I want to read them at a time in my life where I need them. And I think this is something I needed right now, if I'm being honest. Okay, fair warning. If you see me like clenching my belly, it's because it hurts. Like bad. I'm on my period right now and it's not cramped, but it's like that weird, if you're a girl, you know, and it just kind of hurts right now, so. Okay, we update. I just hit the 50% mark of the Let Them Theory. I fear it really was right book, right time for me with this one. Also, what? I'm not gonna like get personal or anything right now because it's a whole list of things that I feel like I'm struggling with right now. And I feel like she's hitting all the marks for me. Yes, I'm just gonna keep going with this guy and I'll of course keep you updated, my queens. Stop the spells for Haig or Haig. I don't know how you pronounce that. This is the word that I'm talking about, but I'm rolling. There's a spell for that. That's so cool. We've come to the final countdown. So here we are with our mystery beverage. Is just Baja Blast, like always, with a little bit of a kick. A little bit of a kick.
Why does it have a kick?
They know what I'm talking about.
I would like to be in the loop.
He's having FOMO.
Oh.
Clayton is here, by the way. Do you want to show face just once? Mr. Clayton!
Hello.
It's Mr. Clayton! We are in the final countdown. We are almost done. We have 2 hours and 36 minutes left. I have 28 pages left of the Let Them Theory. Sorry, I haven't updated you in a while, but I'm kind of killing it. But if I calculated correctly, I think I can finish this and finish her. I think I can. Final countdown. Yay. finished it! And the room said, yay! Yay! It's hard to rate nonfiction books on the same scale that I'm rating fiction books. But as of now, I want to give it like a 4-star. Chapter 20, page 184, I have 150 pages of this left. Yeah, I'm gonna listen to the audio. So it kind of helps with the ambiance because everybody's accents are right in this. But when I'm reading it, everyone just has the same accent. It's hard for me to switch because Jasmine has an East Indian accent. The majority of the book has a British accent, and then Luke has a Scottish accent. So I can't be switching like that in my head all the time. I can't remember. Let's do this! I have just finished this. Does anyone want to guess how much time I have to spare? 53 minutes. I still have so much time, I'm rolling. So I think I'm gonna start a novella. I can't decide between Room for Two by Lana Ferguson or the one that Bryn Weaver just released. Oh, Love and Other Killers. I can't decide, but I'm gonna download one of them on my Kindle and read it for the next, 54-ish minutes. It's not loading. Oh, okay, that other one, Room for Two, just an audio. Did not know. So I'm gonna read Love and Other Killers, and it was on Kindle Unlimited, so it was free.
It was a dark and spooky night.
Everybody clap! Woo! Yay! Oh my gosh! It is 2:25 in the morning. I must go to sleep. I finished that novella. It was good. That's all I'm gonna say for now. I'll see you tomorrow and I'll do a little recap. Alrighty, you guys, it is time to finally talk about all of the wonderful books that I read during this readathon. Let's talk about them. As you know, the first book that I read during this readathon was The Teacher by Frida McFadden. I rated it 4 stars. I absolutely loved this. I've only read 3 Frida McFaddens now, and every time she kills it. I have yet to read a bad one, and I know there are people that don't like a lot of Frida McFadden books, so I'm really excited to just keep going and plowing through her repertoire, especially this fall. So far with the 3 Frida McFadden books that I've read, including this one, they have been fast-paced, they have interesting plots, and they have crazy freaking plot twists. And I don't know if I'm just dumb, but I never really see them coming. So it makes for a really good time. For this book specifically, she really said trust no one, and she meant it. She literally meant it. This book made me so incredibly uncomfortable. If you're a normal person, this book is gonna make you uncomfortable, and it honestly should, because if it doesn't, sus. Something I really liked about it was that most of the characters are very unlikable, but unlikable in a way to where you still enjoy the story. I think sometimes when all of the characters are unlikable in a book, it just kind of sucks because characters make the story, obviously. But she does it in a way that like still makes it fun to read because every one of these characters just lacks that moral compass that normal people have. And so it just made for a really, really good story. I'm just rolling at like the irony of some of my reactions to this, watching it back, knowing what I know now after that freaking epilogue. It's honestly just so funny. So yes, loved The Teacher. I can't wait to read more Frida McFadden. Next up, I read Miss Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid. Words cannot describe how much I adore this book. It makes me emotional just thinking about it, if I'm being honest. I did in fact rate this infinity stars. I know I told you that, but it holds up. I just first of all want to say, do not let the fact that this is 1980s space related deter you from reading this book. Because honestly, this changed the game for me for that fact. That a book can be about something that I'm just so not interested in, and it can pull me in and make me absolutely obsessed with it. It has changed the game because there's so many books that I know are so well loved that I haven't brought myself to read yet because I'm like, oh, it's about this, or like, oh, it takes place at this setting. I'm like, I need to go read all of them right now because I'm clearly missing out. You can fall in love with a book about something that you never thought you would be interested in. And so I first of all have to talk about the characters. This was so incredibly character driven. I just fell in love with every single character. Every single character was just so unique and made you love them for just who they are. Like, it didn't matter if they had flaws. It didn't matter if they were kind of annoying, if they were kind of rude, or if they were wishy-washy. Like, you just fell in love with everybody except Barbara. Still can't stand Barbara. Specifically though, I will say my favorite character was Joan. I know I talked about it before, but she is just so me and I just felt so seen. I just absolutely adored her so much. I loved her and Vanessa. It was too much for my heart, if I'm being honest. I thought the love story was so incredibly well done. And just the found family, if anybody knows me, they know I love a found family, and the love that all of these characters have for each other is just too much for me. Oh my gosh, it just made me so happy and emotional, and the book was just like heartwarming but like heartbreaking. It was really cool to learn about space, if I'm being honest, like hearing all of these terms and learning about NASA and like just like the history of space exploration in America was just really fun to learn about. And I feel like through that it taught me a lot about perspective and the beauty of life and the beauty of relationships and the different kinds that you create with the people around you. And it was just such a beautiful story, and I cannot recommend it enough. Like, I cannot recommend this enough. I think everybody needs to read it. I think it's a book that everybody would love. Go read Atmosphere right now after this video. Obviously, I have to like stop talking about it or I'll just like keep talking about it, so I gotta move on. Alrighty, the only disappointing book that I read this whole time was Before the Coffee Gets Cold. I unfortunately rated it like a 1.5 star. I literally haven't rated anything that low in so long. I really wanted to love this because like I love the like aesthetic and I love the whole idea behind the book. I love the plot. I do love all that. I feel like it wasn't executed well and I feel like it fell really flat. For one, I felt that the characters were just super two-dimensional. It felt like it was trying to do something and it just didn't do what it was wanting to do. I don't know. The moral of the story just kind of felt like outdated and boring. And like I said, the writing was clunky because of the translation, but that didn't bother me as much as the repetition of detail and just the anticlimactic stories themselves. I feel like there was so much information that was repeated, and I feel like sometimes authors are kind of counting on their readers being dumb. I think you need to expect a little bit more out of your readers. I really do think this would do well as like a play or a limited series. That would work a lot better than this. So if anybody wants to adapt this into a play or a limited series, I think you should go ahead and do that because I think it would translate better and do well as those things rather than this book. Next up, I read The Let Them Theory and I rated it 4 stars. Like I said a million times in this video, right book, right time. Personally, I've just been having a bit of a tough time. If you're in your 20s and you feel kind of lost or you feel kind of stuck, that's kind of where I'm at. I feel like this book was just very practical, simple help that you can immediately start using in your everyday life. I just thought it was really helpful. I think it's so important to reach for nonfiction books when you feel like you need them, if that makes sense. I think a lot of times nonfiction falls short for a lot of people, and I think it's because they're not reading it at a time of their lives where they need it. And so if you feel like you're maybe in a similar place as me, I would definitely recommend picking this up. Next up, we have the wonderful A Witch's Guide to Magical Innkeeping. I rated this 5 stars, guys. This was great. It completely held up to the Very Secret Society of Irregular Witches, which I also really loved, but this one was definitely better. All of Sangu Mandana's books are just so cozy, so charming, and you just immediately are in it. Within the first chapter, like you are there, and it is so like atmospheric. It's just so visual. Again, found family. Oh my gosh. It was so precious. I absolutely loved it. Found family will get me every single time though. I have yet to read a book that claims to have found family and not absolutely adore it. I was just bound to love this. Again, just like with Atmosphere, I just love every single character. Again, with like the unique personalities, and each person just like has their own hobbies that are like so fun, and their interests and their quirks. It's just so very clear who they are, and you know immediately when they are introduced. I just love seeing all of these lost people who find each other in the midst of their loneliness and their confusion and all of these things, and they find each other and they find this family. It's just so precious. As always with Sangu Mandana's work, the setting and the plot are just so fire. The inn, the whole idea of this inn that's being run by magic and can only be found by people who need it, and Sarah trying to get her magic back, it's just so good. And it's so entertaining and it's so fun. And again, the diversity, she will always come through with the diversity. And it's so refreshing to read. I'm like, oh my gosh, people with different accents, people from different backgrounds, people in different ethnic groups. I'm like, yes, thank you. And even just like with the hobbies, I'm like, all of these people have such like unique hobbies and things they love to do. Just seeing diverse characters just, it makes me so happy. So I would definitely recommend to go pick this up. I think this is a perfect like transitional book from summer to fall. So September would be a great month to read this. Definitely recommend picking this up soon. Lastly, I picked up Love and Other Killers on my Kindle and I rated it 4 stars. This was good. If you know me, you know I absolutely adore the Ruinous Love trilogy. Every single character, Sloane, Lark, Rose, my favorite girlies, absolutely obsessed with them. And then Rowan, Lachlan, and Fionn, the best Irish trio in literature, truly. I just love when I get a novella like this that just combines all of my favorite characters into a book, especially when the series is finished and you think you might not see them again, and to just get them all in one book, it just makes my heart so happy. It was a very fast-paced story. It was fun. The plot was fun. Them just doing the murderous things that they love to do. And you get a tiny little smutty scene. What more could I ask for? Like seriously, such a great novella. If you loved the Ruinous Love series, you will love this, and I would definitely recommend reading it. All in all, you guys, I read 5 books, 1 novella, with a total of 1,652 pages. I'm pretty proud of myself, you guys. I will not lie. Guys, we are at the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you are still here, I know it's long. Inevitably, 24-hour readathon vlogs are just gonna be long, but I really appreciate you guys being here. I really appreciate you guys watching. I just feel so grateful to have you guys and to have this community. Now that we're going into the fall months, the burr months, if you will, there's gonna be a lot of fall content coming up, a lot of reading vlogs. I'm actually going on a trip in a few weeks, and it is going to be iconic. So be ready for vlogs from that trip as well. I just love you guys so much, and I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. Mwah!